Welcome back to Nightcap Chat, the pop culture podcast. Talk all things comic books, video games, movies, TV shows, and more. Today, we are talking the Loki trailer, the Suicide Squad trailer, and all the things revealed at Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest. I'm Blade O'Neill.
I'm Lance O'Neill.
And before we dive into it, of course, just want to thank you all for taking the time to listen to Nightcap Chat. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. If you do enjoy the podcast, we're also on social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, also on Twitter, but we don't really use our Twitter. But you're welcome to follow us. We'll post the new episodes anyway.
Or we can tweet at us.
You can tweet us. I'll check it, but I just don't actively use it. Mostly on Facebook and Instagram, and I guess Twitch. Because one day we'll finally open these Pokemon cards that are sitting in my loft on the table.
I don't know how you're doing it because it's driving me crazy.
I bought more. I found more Shining Fates packs and I bought them and I added to the pile. I
almost bought some just to add to it. I was gonna open up some too.
You should have. If you see them, they're worth buying just because they're selling for more on eBay. And there's a $300 Charizard, shiny Charizard card in that set.
Oh, I'll pull it.
If you pulled it from buying one pack and I have a stack of 10 different boxes that I need to go through, I will be very upset. Especially since I've pretty much never pulled a really, really good Pokemon card. In the base set, I never even got a Charizard.
Didn't you pull, what was the name? Shaymin? Shaymin? Didn't you pull one of those?
I have a Shaymin, but it's
not the right one, right? It's not the good one?
I have a good one, but it's Ken!
Hey guys, how's it going, man?
Good!
Hey!
Just joining through voice today.
All right.
Yeah, it's at least that way I'm not gonna, crash the show too much.
No, this is. Oh, crash! I see what you did there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like gonna see my phone dropping 3 times after the day I've had today.
That was really funny last week, and I think we have a new top 10 episode on our hands.
Nice, dude.
Ken. And look, Ken is joining us. Ken wasn't sure if he was going to make it, but he made it. And here he is.
Nice. Thanks, you guys, for being patient with me, man. It's that's man, dude, 2-hour appointment with your tax accountant. It's that. It's,
I'm coming home to a fire.
Yeah, then coming home and there's a giant fire truck in front of our driveway, and we're going, "Oh crap, our house better not be on fire."
Oh my goodness.
Oh
gosh. Thank gosh. You're going, boy, but those lights are right in front of our house. So
you had to deal with taxes and ambulances. Sounds like the worst day ever.
Ambulance just showed up next door. I don't want to hear bad news about our neighbor.
Yeah.
But I guess it could be worse. It could be our place too. But I'm just so say a quick, thoughts and prayers to the neighbors next door right now.
Yes, definitely. Hope everything is okay.
What DC books are ready to go for tomorrow?
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
if you're in the market for a DC books at Johnny Comics, they're ready. They're hot and they're heavy.
Yeah. Yes, but
why are they heavy?
Because they are pretty heavy. We have 4 boxes today.
Long box? You ever pick up a long box? Those things are heavy. Comic books are heavy.
You're asking me if I've ever picked up a long box? I have 25 sitting behind me.
Yeah, they're but these are probably each box is probably equivalent to about 2 long boxes of books.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was a pretty big load of DC books today. We got Joker #2 coming out tomorrow. The Batman, what's it called? The Dark Detective #1 comes out tomorrow.
I have no idea.
But.
And let's see too. What else were some of the bigger highlights? Wonder Woman comes out tomorrow. Superman comes out tomorrow.
All right.
Let's see. We got
I think that's par for the course for GC, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I know it's weird. They have different Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman book come out each week. There's no Flash this week.
Yeah.
Joker #2 I read while I was at the store today.
Yeah.
And they introduced a female Bane. which is kind of interesting. Like a brand new character that is they gave the Bane venom to try to hunt down the Joker. Because I guess the Joker's making, remember I was mentioning he's making international waves now? Well, it's not just with, this mysterious mob lady who we found out in Gotham's actually a Court of Owls member now. But he's there's about 3 to 4 different crime organizations that Joker's making angry right now. I don't know. She doesn't have a name yet. Maybe she won't be Bane. Maybe she'll be I don't know. Like what would be a female Bane name?
Baney.
Banette? That's a Pokemon.
Oh yeah, dude. I have no idea. Bonnie. It's the Bane.
Yeah, I don't even know. Because I guess you have like Joker and Harley Quinn, right? So
Bane isn't like really a name anyway, right? It's more of like a
word.
A word, yeah.
That's true. Bane, yeah, it could be gender neutral. She'll just be Bane. Yeah. But that was gonna be, I can almost guarantee you that's gonna be the buzz of the week in comic bookdom once that starts hitting the I guess we could say the streets, the best way to put it. Mm-hmm. First appearance of new female Bane will be the talk of comic books this week.
So DC will be getting Gina Carano to play female Bane.
Oh gosh, don't even put that on her.
Okay. Well, she would be a good fit.
I guess she is Jack, so I will concede that point. Speaking of DC, a couple weeks ago we tried to talk about the new Suicide Squad trailer, and then I don't know what happened. We just didn't, and we forgot. I had to cut that out of my intro because we just didn't talk about it. So
it's funny that you say that, because like I was sitting there watching something and I was going through my head like the last episode, and I was like, wait a minute, we never talked about that. We literally said that, and I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to be so like, what? Like, where's the rest of the episode?
Mm-hmm. I cut it out of the intro.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
It was 2 episodes ago. Last episode though, I did cut out like 30 minutes because we ran like 2 hours.
Oh god!
And then we tried to like wrap it up, and then that's when we started talking about Spawn and like a whole bunch of other things. And I was like, well, we didn't promise to talk about this, so I'm gonna save this, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because it was actually kind of fun. I'm gonna release it somehow.
That's cool.
But it just had nothing to do with anything, and I didn't think anyone wanted a 2-hour episode. But it's coming. Maybe that could be a special social media post, the extended version, you know. Release the Spawn cut.
Release the Spawn. It'll be like the episode spawning right in front of us.
Ooh.
Oh. So, what are some of the fun things I missed today, dude?
Are you talking about this specifically?
Yes.
We literally just started, and then like you popped on. So you
didn't miss anything. Wow.
We talked about Pokemon cards for like a second, and I don't even know how we got on that, which is amazing. Like we started with a derailment, so that was par for
so we're par for the course. I gotta go, guys. See you later. Derail again. See you guys later. Have a good night.
that was the only thing that got brought up. But now we're gonna do this right now. The Suicide Squad trailer.
Can we change the name of the show to Off the Tracks?
We could. Man. That's a pretty good name. I sense a spin-off coming.
Let's do Off the Tracks. On that show, we'll just stay totally to topic and we'll break off at all.
Never. We'll never go off topic. We'll always just talk about one thing specifically per episode.
Today on the episode of Off the Tracks, we are discussing all things the color red.
And that's it. Iron Man.
Apple. That's a lot. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Carnage. That's just Marvel characters, yeah. Like,
yes, it's true. Like, he even like told the thing too. You wouldn't believe what happened to me at the stoplight today.
Was the light red?
The light was red.
My goodness. We lost Ken. Well, we're waiting for Ken to return. Lance, you saw the Suicide Squad trailer. First thoughts?
First thought. One, kind of gory with the stuff with the shark. You know, that's like the first thing that I take away from it.
Yeah.
Like ripping the dude in half and eating him. I was like, whoa, like it's fine. Like, it's okay. But I was just kind of like, for a second, like,
Yeah,
a little
in the
taken
Red
back
Band
by, 'cause
trailer.
right. I mean, I guess that's to be expected.
Yeah.
I just realized I lost you guys there for a second.
How were you just talking?
I was just talking to the air. I was going, sweet.
we knew you'd be back. But what were you saying, Lance?
I think it looks interesting. Harlequin looks like she's the same old Harlequin, you know. She's going to do a good job probably and hopefully carry the movie. Idris Elba looks like he's doing a good job.
No, he's always good.
I think he's always good in everything he does. John Cena's character looks okay. Whatever. He's whatever.
I know people like him. I know he's a good guy. But anyway, you go on.
I think he's fine for whatever he's doing. The whole like shark having like a dad bod and not being a hammerhead shark and being a great white shark's kind of weird. But I mean, I guess who cares? You know, it's just the shark.
King Shark, right?
Right. I think it looks like it could be decent, good. I don't think it looks bad in my opinion. I think it's just going to be kind of funny, you know, DC's Guardians of the Galaxy type thing, but maybe they tried too hard. But I don't know. I don't get how there's going to be a spin-off with John Cena's character. That I really don't understand.
Yeah.
But I think the movie could be decent. I think it could be better than the last one.
Did I see Pete Davidson is in the cast?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the little weasel head guy.
Okay. Who's he playing? The weasel head guy?
Did you see the little guy? He's got like a weasel head. It's like a creature, you know.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, this character is going to last like 15 minutes.
That's nice too, because I'm kind of a Pete Davidson fan. I've watched a little bit Saturday Night Live a lot more often over the past year. He kind of cracks me up.
I've seen his stand-up. His stand-up is actually pretty good.
Yes.
And he's a good guy.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I kind of became a pretty big Pete Davidson fan over the past couple of years. He's the more stuff I see him in, the more I'll go see.
I'm trying to figure out the name of the character, but I'm pretty sure he's
he kind of reminds me of a modern day Adam Sandler, but much cooler for some reason than Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler is a little dweeb.
And I said too, like, with all due respect to Adam Sandler, I think Pete Davidson's a little bit more likable than Adam Sandler.
But he won't make as much money probably, unfortunately.
No, Adam Sandler is brilliant. Don't get me wrong. Man, that guy can make money off of anything. So too, but yeah, Pete Davidson's whatever reason.
Is the name of the character.
Blackguard he's playing?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'm not familiar with Blackguard. I need to brush up on my Suicide Squad fringe characters.
Okay, so I'm mixing everyone up because I messed it up. He's not the Weasel character. That's another one of the actors. He's the guy in the green suit with like the black skull and crossbone thing.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. Okay, yeah, I remember that from the trailer.
So that's cool. You know, it's just another C or D list character that they can probably kill off because James Gunn probably just wanted to kill everybody, and that's why they had characters like Blackguard and Peacemaker and like all of these other, like, was that Polka Dot Man or something? I'm serious, wasn't it Polka Dot Man?
Maybe, because I said too, this group of characters was, yeah, it was like, this is the most fringe Suicide Squad group I've seen yet.
Yeah,
the bad guy is like,
no, who's the bad guy? What do you mean? What the bad guy's what?
The giant starfish? What do you mean?
That Starro?
Oh, they only showed like one like tentacle.
No, didn't they show it?
I don't remember showing it because the whole I watched both the trailers now and I was like, who's the bad guy? And
It's a
I
starfish,
understand it's a starfish.
Isn't it a giant starfish? Am I wrong? Didn't they show that in the trailer? Am I making something up in my brain? Because I swore I saw a giant starfish.
If it's Starro, that'd be cool. You can mind control everybody. That'd be scary though. See, that would be kind of funny to see all these guys get these starfish aliens stuck to their faces and be mind controlled by.
What did you just say, Ken? What is the name of the starfish?
Starro?
Starro? Yeah, they're saying the kaiju in question is another, according to Den of Geek, they're saying it's Starro the Conqueror, possibly the villain. So that could be who it is.
Wait, so we didn't see the starfish? I swear to you, I saw a starfish.
There was
a huge starfish.
No, there was only one.
That's what Starro is. Starro's like a giant starfish.
But I'm telling you, when I'm going back in my brain right now and looking at the trailer, I see the entire starfish standing out there in the island. I'm not even joking. That's what I'm seeing in my brain. So I don't know if we're going back to me being from the future or something, but that's what I'm seeing in my head. I don't understand. Is this not a thing? I'm seriously confused.
I think it's the Mandela effect, Lance.
Is it? It's the Mandela effect?
Yeah. And you're just...
Oh my gosh.
You can just...
Starro is a gigantic, alien starfish.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that it sends out a bunch of other little Starros that bond with people's faces, and then the Starro can mind control them like a hive mind, right? If I remember
I have no idea about any of this, but...
I am aware of this villain, and I always thought it was really lame. And that seems to be par for the course for what James Gunn is doing here.
I wonder if James Gunn is just trying to bury the Suicide Squad.
I think he's off the rails.
And then go back to Marvel and say, "Here, I did my job. Gonna get my job back."
He wants to do this. He was. I think he was completely let off the leash. They just said, "Here, just do whatever you want. We don't care," because he just got fired from Marvel at that point. And to me, it's clear that he just wanted to do all these C and D list characters to kill them all off and use an interesting soundtrack and just pick some really great songs and have stupid humor. It's his cookie cutter movie, especially if you've seen some of his indie stuff, it's just the kind of weird kind of humor that he has. I don't know.
But look at the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the beginning of it. It's like that. It's like the beginning of that movie where they're fighting this giant squid thing.
Yes.
It's let's just make a starfish and make everyone silly. You know what I mean? It's the same concept basically. I'm still blown away by this whole there's no starfish.
I could be wrong,
kind of
but
freaked out.
I don't see it. I don't see anything about Starro. And if there's nothing. There was just the one shot of his leg, but there's no pictures. Yeah, you're predicting the future, Lance.
Dude, that would be. It's par for the course for Lance, though, dude. I totally see what's happening.
Lance is a genius. Ken, what did you think of the trailer?
I thought it was okay. I'm more excited to see it now than I was before seeing the trailer. And
it sounds like it did its job.
Yes, it's crazy to see that Margot Robbie brings everybody to the yard. Jana said too, that she's such a good actress as Harley Quinn. I feel that I do see, a believable Harley Quinn inside of those Suicide Squad movies, and I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. I kind of think Margot Robbie's to Harley Quinn is what Robert Downey Jr. was to Iron Man, which sounds kind of like a big boast, but I totally feel that if they casted it 100% right for her.
Yeah, she's great. I always wanted, before she was Harley Quinn, I always wanted her to play Captain Marvel.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I could see that too.
But that's obviously out the door, but I always wanted her to play that.
At least her acting probably would have been better. So,
that's true.
I'll support you there. Yeah. Goodness. And of course, in the realm of trailers, we also had the Loki trailer. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I really feel like it still didn't show anything. We got Loki, we got Owen Wilson, we've got Kang's girlfriend there, whose name is just slipping my mind.
What I would love to see with the Loki trailer is they just totally misdirect everything that they show us. They make like a fake trailer because Loki's the Prince of Lies. And they show us all this really awesome stuff that we just, or things that are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is going to happen. Oh man, oh wow, look at this, dude. Loki's, Thor's going to show up in it. Or, oh wow, dude, look at this, dude. Dr. Doom's going to show up. And all of a sudden, he opens the show with the fact of just to let you guys all know that I am the Prince of Lies, and all the stuff you saw in the trailers is not going to happen in this show. And just be something completely off the rails.
Yeah.
To start off the show.
I don't know. They might like lose a lot of people like they did in the first 2 episodes of WandaVision because people just don't understand anything.
That's
as long
true.
As long as they don't overhype anything, as long as they're delivering on the level, but misdirection, I think is great. And, Marvel already has been doing that,
If we thought WandaVision was that way, imagine what they're going to do with Loki with misdirection.
Yeah.
And so, too, with being the Prince of Lies, you're going to see, like, they can have so much fun with this if they want with us.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting they're calling him, like, this alternate Loki, to see how it all...
that moment with Quicksilver inside of WandaVision would have been perfect for the Loki show.
Yeah.
Because we were all hook, line, and sinker. That was Quicksilver from the Fox universe, somehow stuck into the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And like they could have a blast with this with the Loki TV show.
And it's really surprising that it didn't go that way. That was like a weird twist, but it was fine. Like I didn't have any issues with it. I know a lot of people were disappointed, but
yeah,
I was so happy.
Yeah,
I can't stand that guy. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I shouldn't say that. I just really want the other Quicksilver. That's all it is.
Yeah, because Evan Peters is good, but as much as I prefer the other Quicksilver too, like he is good, especially when he gets like the opportunity to really act, and not just be silly. Like he's actually a really good actor.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of the stuff in the trailer is just stuff that's not really spoilery. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it just doesn't mean anything just because.
Think that's exactly what it was. What happened?
Well, I mean, I know, but sometimes you could be like, oh, well, that was actually this and that was actually that. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's all just alternate garbage that has nothing to do with anything. So they're just trying to not give anything away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. I mean, that's, I don't like watching the trailers anyway. So what'd you say, Ken?
When's it debut? When's the new Loki show start?
Was it May?
Yeah, it's like middle of May or something.
Middle May, cool. So pretty much as soon as Winter Soldier's over.
Yes. Well, it's like 2 weeks in between because it was supposed to be Winter Soldier's over, then it was Black Widow, then it was supposed to be Loki, but they pushed Black Widow back, I believe.
Okay. Because that's pretty epic that we're getting this many Marvel TV shows in a row right now. I'm pretty excited about that.
And the
Bad Batch of Star Wars starts pretty soon too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Was that an animated cartoon?
Yeah, and I think that starts on May 4th or something.
Wow. Oh no, I'm pretty excited. This year is kind of rolling out, just like we talked about last week, with some pretty impressive excitement to kick off 2021.
Yeah. Hopefully this Loki show is better.
Is there?
Go ahead. I think the Loki show is going to be great. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be. The trailers just kind of confirmed our thoughts of at least they're using him to try to fix things, but he's probably has his own agenda and he's going to let them kind of use him, but he's going to do his kind of own thing in the big, realm of it.
Yeah.
That's where it looks like it's going in the latest trailer, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it. I mean, also too is like that. I kind of like got a newfound enjoyment for villains after Baron Zemo this past week on Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of think I'm going to feel even more that way because I already like Loki in the first place, but the TV show series developing the character, this is going to be gold. I really can't not see myself being disappointed with the Loki show and getting more Loki than we've ever seen yet.
Yeah.
And it's like that because I was not a big fan of the Baron Zemo inside of the Civil War story that he was in, but they've kind of got me invested in Baron Zemo in this Falcon and Winter Soldier show too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's done a really good job. I really like him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you guys are saying this. Like he's Hydra. He's like
Well, just like the character development, the writing were great.
I see.
I mean, that's too. Just the whole thing too. When he admitted like that, Steve Rogers is the only guy that he could say is respectable to have the super soldier serum, and to be like honest with the crew there. It's like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I really like this past episode of Falcon Winter Soldier. I think they really developed a lot of characters in this one.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job this last episode.
Fair enough. I won't pretend like I've seen it. So
The what?
I said I won't pretend like I've seen it, so I'll just trust you guys.
Okay.
On that.
The John Walker scene at the end. I mean, dude, that kind of tarnishes. It's okay to say something real quick, Blade?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
I guess spoiler alert for if you haven't.
Spoiler alert,
seen,
people. Well, that
Falcon
end
Winter
scene with
Soldier.
John Walker going nuts. I mean, that tarnishes not only John Walker, that tarnishes the Captain America image there too.
Yeah.
Because everybody was there taping him decapitate or attempt to decapitate the Flag Smasher's #1 man because of what happened to Cap in that scene right beforehand. I mean, it was kind of an eye for an eye moment, but no one else saw what happened to Bucky. With all due respect, spoilers there, obviously. But there was a couple deaths in this episode.
Oh, yeah?
Starfish's name.
Well, John Walker's Bucky. I'm trying to remember what was his name in the show.
Battlestar or
Battlestar, that's right.
John Walker's Bucky.
So there is a lot of blood thrown at the wall at the end of the episode. To go forward.
Well, we'll see if you guys can convince me to continue watching it again.
I think there's still like some good stuff to be resolved in the show. There's 3 episodes left, Lance, right?
2, I think. Isn't it 6 episodes?
Also, like 6 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's only 2, I think. Yeah.
Wow, so you're going to type a lot these next 2 episodes in.
So one of the biggest things that happened over the last few days, Hasbro unveiled all kinds of goodies. And
Hasbro Pulse Con? Yes.
Thank you. Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest, whatever it was called. I
Okay.
lost my little notes on it, so I can't remember the exact name. One of the only things I've texted you guys about over the last few days, really, really fun stuff.
Yes.
Right off the bat, we finally got a new Marvel Legends reveal for the prop replicas. Because we talked about I don't know how many episodes ago about that line, and recently they only have done like repaints of like the Iron Man helmet. Aside from Stormbreaker, there was 2 War Machine helmets. And now we're doing the Eye of Agamotto. And what's really interesting is the Infinity Stone is removable,
Which is cool because now you can have one of the Infinity Stones.
Well, now I want all of them separately.
Yes, still do it now.
But maybe that's just a matter of time now that you're going to be able to get like Loki's staff, right?
Okay.
And you can remove it and open it up, and have like it has a little container, and then you open it up and it has the stone, and then I don't know how you do the ether.
Which is
you
like
just
a
get
blob.
like
well, you
just
get
get
the box.
No, you get a life-sized Jane Foster, and you can like rip it out of her.
Oh, I guess you can do like the Tesseract, and one of the sides can pop off. The Power Stone can have the orb.
The Cosmic Cube would be really cool.
Cosmic Cube would be cool.
Yes.
I can't believe they actually haven't done that yet.
Well, isn't the Infinity Gauntlet already out too?
Yeah, but the Infinity Stones aren't removable.
They should do a variation where they don't have the stones.
Wow, all the stones.
That's true. Like, why didn't they just make the stones removable? Like, because now you can't have an empty Infinity Gauntlet.
No, because now you have to buy 3 Infinity Gauntlets, Blade.
So now I have to have the removable Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Because I will buy it.
Me too.
That's gonna be awesome. Now they just
what would be cool is if
into 6 toys.
if you have an Infinity Gauntlet that has no stones, right? But you have to buy the Eye of Agamotto and all the other ones, and you can put those stones into the new Infinity Gauntlet, and then when you put them in, it actually turns it on.
That would be awesome. It'd be like instead of a BAF, it's a BAG. Build the gauntlet.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a great way to get somebody to spend $1,000 on an Infinity Gauntlet just for that.
It's not
experience.
1,000. There's 6 stones, right? So you had $600.
Yes,
and
plus
then
the
there's
empty
the
Infinity
gauntlet, which is another 100, so 700. Yeah.
Okay, plus I already bought one, so that's 800. Plus the Iron Man one is 900.
And then if we're going like
Plus
really
tax
high
is
budget-
Plus
1,000.
tax is 1,000.
yeah, if you want to go really high budget, then you get that Thanos helicopter used to fly around in the 70s on the Electric Company comics.
That's what we need, the Thanos copter.
And you get like the $1 million Thanos copter to fly around with your gauntlet in.
I'm on board. I mean,
I used to fly around in the Thanos copter and Lego Marvel superheroes all the time.
there was a
Yes,
Thanos
dude.
copter.
There's a Thanos copter, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's a real deal from the Electric Company comic.
Wow.
Spider-Man Electric Company comic. He was in a Thanos copter.
Mhm.
I don't know why he couldn't just use the Infinity Gauntlet to fly on the Electric Company Spider-Man comic, but give him a copter. Every good villain needs a vehicle, right?
Or just wait, can Thanos fly?
Could the Infinity
No.
Gauntlet allow him to
Yeah,
fly? Right?
yes.
But can he
Wait.
fly without it?
No, I don't think
Yes.
so. With it? Oh, he can without it?
Mm.
Mm,
No. I
his
don't
hero
think so.
click used to fly.
So what? One of them did. The first one didn't.
No, the first one did.
No, the first one did not. The second one did. The first unique, he was just had on a base. The second one, he had that.
The
No,
elevator
maybe it's just the Infinity Gauntlet then. Made him fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Not worth googling. One of I think Ken's favorite things. So you can probably speak more to what this was because I honestly didn't look too much into it. But I texted it to you, and I'm sure you got like 100 of the same text messages. Is this new G.I. Joe set a Snake Eyes line?
Yes.
Is that
It's
what it
the-
is?
It's the Snake Eyes movie line.
Oh,
Because there's the G.I.
like
Joe
the
Snake Eyes
upcoming
movie coming out. The what?
A new
Live
movie.
action. Yes, it's supposed to have been out like, probably 2-3 years ago now with
Oh,
the
but I got
pandemic.
canceled 10 times.
Yes, it kept on getting pushed back.
Yeah.
And I guess now they're supposedly it's going to be coming out because when the G.I. Joe classified line came out last year,
Yeah.
the second wave of classified line was going to be the G.I. Joe movie figures, Snake Eyes movie figures.
Okay.
And they pushed it back because obviously they want to make sure they get the largest audience in the theaters possible. But it sounds like that it's going to be coming out. It's funny. Did you see the release date scheduled for it?
No.
I think they did the announcement, but when I saw my order forms, because they're already on my order forms, it showed the release date. I want to say of January 2022.
What?
And I'm kind of going, why are you revealing stuff like, I guess it's a shorter period of time than someone getting pregnant and having a baby, but it's pretty close to
it's
a
very
full,
close.
yeah, dude, a full pregnancy for most people.
Wow.
So these reveals sometimes I think are like, I don't know, dude. Like, are they just hoping that they're hoping that the stores that are going to be carrying them are going to increase orders based off of fans seeing it this much in advance before production to increase orders at Hasbro, or is it just that it takes that long to produce something even after they already have the prototypes done to show us?
I think they're banking on pre-orders because I think pre-orders are becoming more and more prevalent because like as they do these reveals, like I remember one of the previous times that they did this, like, and they unveiled like the Bo-Katan Black Series figure and the like lightsaber or whatever, and like I was like, oh, this comes out in June, like that's like 6 or 7 months from now. But they opened up pre-orders, and they did the same thing with like Dark Ray and whatever, and I missed some of the pre-orders, but luckily I was able to go down to my local comic shop at Drawn to Comics in downtown Glendale on the corner of 58th Avenue and Glendale in Arizona, and I was able to get Dark Ray, the Black Series. I got so distracted trying to make that work, I forgot where I was going with that. But I think it's to generate hype from the pre-orders.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Like I said, it just seems like so far long. I finally know what I got in the mail this week. Do you remember
Bo-Katan?
San Diego Comic Con exclusive Cobra Commander that was offered back in the day?
When?
The San Diego Comic Con exclusive Cobra Commander from last year?
Oh my gosh. Was that when I ordered the
Hellfire Club? Yeah,
the Hellfire Club and the Green White Ranger character who I can't Lord Dracon. You just now got the
I got it last week.
That's crazy. I got my stuff months ago.
Yeah, that's it too. It's like that's how for whatever reason G.I. Joe's delayed by Hasbro for I don't know whatever reason, but it takes them forever to get their product out. And it just seems like G.I. Joe. It's like seems like Star Wars. Well, I still never got my Wampa. Did you get a Wampa?
No, I didn't order that.
Okay, I thought I ordered a Wampa, but maybe they canceled it because they didn't have enough produced or something. But I still never got my Wampa.
That's such a funny thing to hear. I still haven't got my Wampa. How's that for a sentence you've never heard in your life?
Yeah, I still haven't got my Wampa.
Are you trying to say Wampa? Is he from Boston saying Wampa? No, I'm just kidding.
He's Fozzie Bear. Wampa, Wampa, Wampa. Okay, bad joke, and everyone unsubscribed and unfollowed. It was a cool set. Like, I don't follow G.I. Joe, but I mean, if you're a Snake Eyes fan, I mean, like, it's a Snake Eyes line, you know?
Yeah, Storm Shadow's in it. Snake Eyes is a new character I've never seen before. The female character.
Oh, yeah, she's new.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with her. Maybe I'm not reading off my G.I. Joe modern comics right now. But
so
I was not
first
familiar
appearance
with that
of that character? As
an action figure for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I don't think that's Jinx unless because they had a name for her. They didn't call her Jinx.
Interesting.
But that's the only thing I can think of. But maybe it's going to be a prelude to her becoming Jinx. But
okay,
I wasn't familiar who she was. And the Baroness had a funky haircut. I wasn't too keen on Baroness's haircut they gave on the action figure, but that may have to be associated with who the actress playing Baroness is going to be.
Yeah.
And Scarlet looked fine. I had no problem with how they did Scarlet sculpt, and she looked pretty accurate. Snake Eyes looked pretty accurate. Storm Shadow didn't have his Cobra logo, which he probably wouldn't if it's going to be a Snake Eyes origin story.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, hopefully the movie's good because I'm not even aware there's not a trailer or anything, is there?
I'm not familiar. I think I saw like what I thought was a mock trailer.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if I've seen like a real trailer for it yet.
So that's interesting that they bothered to reveal these things even before we saw anything. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the movie's done. I'm gonna say too. I don't know what the holdup is on it, other than the fact that they just want the largest audience possible.
We will see what happens.
I'm sure they need this to do as well as it possibly can.
Yes, because they want to relaunch the franchise off of this. It seems like and they're starting with Snake Eyes rather than anything else.
They want to do Avengers like G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes movie, Joe movie.
I hope that Lady J TV show they're going to be doing is kind of like a lead up for something bigger with the G.I. Joe. I hope they connect together, kind of like what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did with the Avengers stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it seems like a lot of people have all these properties and they're not doing like the right things with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like look at DC.
I know.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, right. It's sad when they're the franchise they get to work right. It's their Shazam franchise.
Yeah, that's weird. So I guess they don't do the DC ones, but they do Marvel. As a little
do.
Yes, they do. Baby Shark do.
Did you see the Optimus Prime? It's like, was it $695 Optimus Prime or something like that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they did a $600 plus Optimus Prime.
Oh, yes, I did because it transforms itself, right?
Yes,
I did see that. That's ridiculous.
And it sold out. I was going, maybe I should look at this. What? It sold out?
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it was sold out because I wanted to take a look at it and it already said sold out. I'm pretty sure, but maybe the pre-sale sell out within 15 minutes like everything else I see on Hasbro.
Yeah.
Hasbro cons. But the G.I. Joe stuff didn't sell out. I was pretty excited to get my pre-orders in on G.I. Joe.
Nice. Well, something like an expensive Optimus Prime like that, they probably need to gauge the interest for that price point.
Yes.
make us guarantee a certain amount, see if that sells out, and then like, okay, we can
Dude.
probably sell X amount more.
It looked freaking awesome, but as I said too, it's going, wow, it's like that price point is pretty crazy.
That's a hard pass.
Yes, same with me. I was going like, okay.
It's kind of like a joke's like, oh, for $700, it better transform itself. Like, well, you're in luck.
Well,
For $700, I should be able to drive it. Jesus.
exactly, dude. You better go get Uber.
You could legit buy a little crappy car off Craigslist for $700.
Yeah. It better deliver my Uber Eats for me for $700.
Yeah.
Oh,
Optimus, go get some Uber Eats for me. No problem. Transform and rolling out.
no.
You just see the pizza, like, what the hell's going on? Prime's here again. I'm here for my pickup.
I just found a car for $500.
See? Ridiculous.
Okay. Moving on. Marvel had some cool reveals. There's a little one-off from Avengers Endgame. Where are my notes? I lost my notes. Here it is.
You know, it's funny. I was just picking on Optimus Prime, but then I was legit down to spend $1,000 on a third Infinity Gauntlet. I mean,
yeah, exactly. So,
Well, that can change realities.
that's true.
fair.
And plus, it's got the time gen, so you could never be wrong again. Like,
I've never been wrong. What are you talking about?
that's what I'm saying. That's like that just locks in the opportunity to guarantee the trend never stops.
That's really funny.
Maybe that's the thing too. You already have a time gem.
Ooh.
Only time will tell.
Puns are
Like we need to reach out to Rolex and have them sponsor Lance.
because time is.
Lance is the only thing more accurate than a Rolex. You know what I mean?
What's the only thing more accurate than a Rolex?
Or they can name one of their new watches the Rolex Lance.
Lance
I actually
by
think
Rolex.
there is a Rolex named Lance, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. That would be awesome.
I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like
Lance Armstrong.
Well, the thing
or-
is, like, whether you're wrong or not, it's going to happen because you see the future.
Lance Armstrong has a watch.
Oh,
And
Well,
I
there
think
you
it's
go.
a Rolex.
There it is.
Lance Armstrong wears Rolex GMT Master 2 red black something. So
another red thing
oh,
comes full circle.
everything comes full circle. All right, Googling this. I lost my notes again. Okay. We had there's an armored Fat Thor from Avengers Endgame.
Oh, yes.
And as much as I
That
didn't
sold
like
out
Fat
too?
Thor, I love this version of him with his awesome braided beard and his long hair and his black
Yes.
armor and not 2 millioners, but 2 hammers.
Did you see that pre-sold out too?
I did not because I still wasn't going to get it, but
Okay.
it does look really cool.
Yeah, like that. We do
That was pretty hilarious, I thought.
It is
Yeah.
very cool.
different.
That's part of the Build-A-Figure set, isn't it?
No,
No,
this
It
is
wasn't?
this isn't an end game, Marvel, whatever.
Okay.
Phase 1, Series 1.
What set was that Ultron in?
That Ultron was in the Iron Man set. It was an Iron Man Marvel Legends set that included 3 different Iron Mans, an Ultron, an Ironheart, and then 2 bad guys. Lance, maybe you can help me with them. One of them was part of the what was it? Or no, maybe Ken, it was the guard with because it was a build what is it? Or Ursa Major. So,
Okay.
so
From
that female villain, she was on that
Yeah,
team.
Darkstar, right? Was
What
it
was
Darkstar?
it?
Is that her name? Darkstar?
Yeah, I think so.
Dark Star. Yeah.
Yeah, she
It
blonde
is Dark
hair.
Star.
She's got
Yeah.
a cool costume. I like her costume.
That's interesting.
It's like an inverted Captain Marvel costume. It's like it's black with a gold star in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit of a head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, looks like she's got a headband around her head.
Yep.
Blonde hair on the other side of it.
And then there was the green villain. Was that?
Oh, yes.
There wasn't
my radioactive
Laser,
man?
right? It was someone else.
Is it
No, it's
radioactive
the
man?
Vault Guardsman.
Oh, the Vault Guardsman. Okay.
Oh, of course.
Who
It was.
I don't know.
Interesting. So there's some random things like it's a little out of left field, right? So
Yeah.
where are these guys showing up?
I don't really get the bear.
It's
Well,
Ursa
the
Major.
guard. The
I just-
Guardsman could connect
you
to
think
the
he's
Armor
gonna
Wars
be-
TV show.
To the what TV show?
That's true. Yeah.
The
yeah.
Armor Wars TV show.
Oh.
And I'm assuming the bear might have to do with Black Widow.
Yes. Good for Black Widow, too.
Yeah, because they
this
should
is
tie into or not Omega Red. What am I saying? What's his name? Red Guardian.
Red Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
because
Or
Red
no?
Guardian's the leader of that team, wasn't he?
That's what I thought. I'm just making sure I'm not getting them confused with someone else. Maybe
Yeah, Red Guardians. What's the name of the Soviet super team in Russia?
the Communist Avengers. I have no idea. The Red Guard, the isn't it the something guard?
Isn't it Red Guard?
It might be Red Guard. So I know in G.I. Joe they're called the October. So I'm not trying to get that mixed up. Let's see.
Well, Dark Star, didn't she join like the X-Men for a while too? Didn't she leave? And then she became an X-Men, I thought. Something like that. Maybe I'm just making stuff up.
Well, she is a mutant.
Winter Guard.
Winter Guard. There we go.
Same thing.
Yeah. It does snow a lot in Russia.
Yes.
Red Guardian's their leader, right? That's the guy that's in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah. So maybe this was after the credit scene was the Winter Guard, because of the timing of everything, because we had the Black Widow toys already come out, right? So in theory, this would have been long after the Black Widow movie, just because of all the delays. We are just now getting, Black Widow in like a few months from now. So
Now,
She used to date Iceman, so maybe this will be a lead into Iceman.
Maybe.
well, that'd be kind of cool. Now, if Avengers went over globally, what's to say we can't see a Winter Guard go over if they really make it as cool as the main Avengers?
I feel like that's kind of what's happened. I thought that's why Red Guardian was in Black Widow. To me, like I took that as like Russia being like, oh well, they have Captain America. We need Russian Captain America, So, I mean, it would only make sense, right? The same thing was like Armor Wars, Captain America, Super Soldier Wars. Like, oh, it's Cold War stuff. Like, oh, you did this, I got to do this now too, just so we're the same.
Because they're loosely setting up Agents of Atlas too with Jimmy Woo.
Sure,
Right.
Why not? I mean, there's a lot of things that have been alluded to.
She was a member of the Champions at one point.
Things like that too.
Yeah.
Oh, she remember the Champions for a while?
Yeah. Her first appearance was Champions number 7 in 1976.
That's cool.
1976. Wow.
That's an undervalued book.
No kidding. Well, how many other first appearances are in there?
Did they have anybody else?
It's Alexei Bruskin.
Alexei is the Red Guardian.
Yeah, and Yuri Petrovich.
Okay.
Isn't that it's Crimson Dynamo? So I mean, this book's gonna be.
Are
probably
you
already worth
kidding
something.
me? Which book is this?
Champions number 7.
That series
It's
only.
got a pretty cool cover too.
Did John
Is it-
Byrne, was he working with Gil Kane
For what, the cover?
for the interiors? Or Tony Isabella?
Are you talking about the one where like the guy with the red tail is on the cover and there's Angel and Ghost
with
Rider?
Black Widow, Hercules,
Hercules.
Ghost Rider. Yeah.
I think, was it Ernie Chan doing work on that book?
It says Vince Coletta and George Tuska.
Oh, so George Tuska, he did the art. Coletta did the inking on it. That's cool. I was trying to remember off the top of my head. So I know John Byrne did some issues at the end of the series. Because I think Magneto showed up at the end of that series. In one of the issues.
Speaking of overpriced books, they recently announced some chick in like that was like a Daredevil villain or something, and that book's like $400 now.
Oh, Echo.
Yeah, Echo. I was like, who the hell is this person?
Yeah, Echo. She was the deaf superhero.
She's a Native American deaf superhero, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And her book skyrocketed because they announced she's going to appear in the Hawkeye series.
You know what else happened this week for her?
They announced a spinoff.
She became the new Phoenix.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in Avengers number 44 that came out last week. 3 or 4 kill. They're doing this whole contest of who would be the new Phoenix.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix Force chose her.
Huh.
Who?
Interesting.
Echo.
Oh, Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so Echo's the new Phoenix Force wielder. So she's going to be more or less the catalyst of the Heroes Reborn, supposedly. So with that whole Heroes Reborn crossover, keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Maya Lopez, I think is her name. Is Echo. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, I said too, is like that. So they have big things planned for Echo coming up if they're making her the Phoenix Force, and she's going to be in which TV show? She-Hulk?
No, I think it's Hawkeye.
She's be Hawkeye? Okay, that's cool. Because that's funny. Wow. You know what? Okay. She also was the first Ronin before Hawkeye became Ronin in the comics. So I wonder if they're going to do it the reverse this way, where they're going to hand over the mantle. Hawkeye's going to hand the mantle over rather than she becoming the new Ronin, or he becoming the new Ronin in the comics.
I mean, there was so much that wasn't, like, we don't know who was Ronin first. Like, we skipped 5 years and he was there. So, like, they could have already known each other. And, you know, like, maybe that is where he got the idea and stuff from. Maybe he got trained from her after the snap, you know, and maybe they just meet up again, you know, because we don't know what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like Echo was Echo in the comic, then she became Ronin, and then she originally, now she's coming back again, and they're giving her the Phoenix Force. So that would be kind of cool to see that type of thing too, like where Hawkeye either learned from her, or she's learning from him the art of being Ronin.
Don't give me that hope.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so all these Echo and Ronin books are going to start jumping like crazy now. I couldn't believe you're right, Lance. Like seeing that Echo book, the Avenger or Daredevil number 9. People are paying like $300-400 for that book now.
Yep,
it's insane. David Mack, and I don't think did Bendis write that book? Maybe Bendis did write that. Brian Michael Bendis. I thought it was purely David Mack, but I think it might have been Bendis and Mack.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm distracted buying Champions number 7 on eBay.
Nice.
I just bought 2 of them.
I think this is we should call this episode "Listen While We Shop."
Why? Because were you buying things?
No, I was just thinking like that. We're talking about comics. That I've got 2 of them in my cart and paid for. Champions number 7. I just got a Daredevil number 9 for $225. Right. No, it's pretty funny, dude.
But yeah, this episode, Little Shop of Comics.
Little Shop of Comics.
Oh my gosh, that's a great title. I don't know if it'll be this episode, but I love that title. I love the wordplay. If you haven't noticed from my previous episodes of Nightcap Chat, what I've named them.
Yes. That's awesome. But yeah, dude.
So,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
To kind of go back to the rest of the set, the Stealth Iron Man in the Marvel Legends set is literally my favorite Iron Man armor. Yeah, I'm so excited.
I bet.
Yeah, that was
Like-
a cool piece.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know why as a kid, it was always my favorite one. Like whenever he used that, I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
That's the
And it's
good
kind of
stuff.
stupid because it's like, it's just dark blue armor. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just kind of almost silly if you think about it. But
Anything else, guys, before we wrap this up?
Dude, fun episode. Thanks for letting me join in a little bit late tonight.
Thanks for coming. It was fun. I wasn't sure if you were or not. So that was nice. I was hoping you were going to show up. And I'm glad.
Thanks, you guys.
But I think that's about all the time we have for this episode.
Thanks, you guys, for listening again. You can catch me at Drama Comics, downtown Glendale, Arizona, and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and DrawnToComics.com. We appreciate you listening, and thank you again for your guys' time tonight.
And you can catch me on Twitch at Tales of Lance and Twitter, Instagram at Tales of Lance. And you can hang out, play some video games, talk about stupid stuff, the whole shebang.
And of course, we are at Nightcap Chat. We're on Facebook at Nightcap Chat and Instagram at Nightcap_chat. You can find out more about little extra things, and we've got episode 100 coming up, and that's something to definitely look forward to. But thank you all so much for listening. We love you. Be safe, and we will catch you all next week.